taken over, and they're doing the boathouse with Rec and Park. So it's a dual responsibility. I think they're putting $1 million in to do the boathouse, and that's currently under construction and taking a lot of neighborhood information in there. I sense it's going to turn. Rec and Park has been really defunded for a number of years, so the PUC, being the big elephant in the block, has the money. They have taken over the situation, and you've heard in the paper that the Rod and Gun Club may be asked to leave. In fact, they were given an eviction notice. They did take 14 acres, not 9. They stopped shooting lead in the lake in 1998. And it's been
26.
Laid there. So my answer to you is they're working on a deal that's more equitable for the city. It should be a dual responsibility, since the PUC can help with the fresh water being flushed into there after Park Merced is done. And I think it can be done in a dual responsibility, and it can be done with Rec and Park opening up more with more fish and making it another place for people to fish again. That would be my answer on that.
I would say, bottom line, SFPUC take control of the lake and not have this hybrid, too many cooks in the kitchen and no accountability, no oversight. That's why we've had this mess for 50 years. One person take control, the responsible person take control. Don't give it to the person who's mismanaged it. And as far as the gun club, how come they never were, if they're under the purview of Rec and Park, how come they weren't required to get insurance for something like this? So it's a mess. SFPUC take control. They're the deep pockets. They're probably going to have to pay for it. But moving forward, let's use responsibility.
Do with who should manage Lake Merced. And I would think, when you're a lawyer and you need to sue somebody, you go after the person with the deepest pockets. I would go after the agency with the deepest pockets. In this case, it happens to be PUC. And probably some hybrid, if we could get benefits from having both of them manage it, that would probably be very good. Rod and Gun Club's a very difficult situation. I don't think the members of that club can afford to pay for it. I think it's a shame that they've been allowed, even though I have friends in that, they've been allowed to use 14 acres or whatever acreage is that when they're only renting for. They've gotten income from the property that they've not shared with the city. They've polluted it. It's created a problem for the current rent that I think they're getting ready to pay, which is under $5,000. It would take them about 120 years to pay off what it would cost to do it. It's a big problem. I think, again, PUC hopefully will be the agency to solve the problem.
So I'm in agreement that PUC should take it over. And for recreation purposes, they should create a memorandum of understanding with Rec and Park to do the stuff that they can do best, which is Rec and Park. And then PUC manage the border. So the problem is they have some similar situation like at Sunnyside Conservatory where Rec and Park is in there, but PUC has the backside of it because of some pipes. And so they couldn't make a decision. Who's responsible to put lights in the back there, in the back steps? And it was for years they couldn't decide. And so what we need to do as a city is to say, look, PUC or Rec and Park, why don't you take control of this and be responsible for it? In terms of the cleaning up of the gun club, I really feel like we should make the gun club be responsible for it. They've caused it. Why should the taxpayer be responsible?